The Democratic Republic of Congo has long suffered from conflict, corruption, and political crises. But recent clashes between government forces and rebel militia have taken a grim turn. Last month, 40 policemen were decapitated in Kasai province, and mass graves have been found containing the bodies of Congolese rebels. The UN has also confirmed that 2 of their experts, Michael Sharp and Zaida Catalan, were killed along with their interpreter.
We believe that there's likely grounds that this was a form of criminal act, but we need to determine cause of death.
The attacks stem from a rebellion that began last year when President Joseph Kabila refused to step down.
Elections in the Democratic Republic of Congo were scheduled to be held in November of 2016. However, they've been delayed, and while they are officially meant to take place in 2017, very little progress has been made towards actually holding them.
The fighting has led to the deaths of more than 400 civilians and the displacement of more than 637,000 people. The International Criminal Court's chief prosecutor says both the government and fighting militia could be guilty of war crimes. But justice is likely to be delayed as the violence continues. Sandra Gatman, The Newsmakers.
To discuss this, I'm joined by Angèle Makombo in Kinshasa. She's the leader of the opposition party, the League of Congolese Democrats, and a member of the DRC's Eco and Social Council. Thanks so much for joining us, ma'am. So we're reading reports from Kasai. 40 police decapitated, hundreds killed, hundreds of thousands displaced, aid workers killed. What's going on? Is the government in control of the situation there, or is it completely out of control there?
It started like a local dispute, you know. Somebody called Sapu wanted to have his ward to be appointed like a local chief, a traditional chief, but the Minister of Interior, who is the one who appoints a traditional chief, didn't want to appoint him. Wanted actually to pick somebody closer to the ruling party. So the chief, Kamana Sapu, got very angry about that, you know, rejected the authorities' decision. And then his local dispute as traditional chief, you know, turned to more political, you know, claims, demands. He was saying that it doesn't want to recognize the ruling party, the government. And the government, what it did, sent soldiers to fight the rebellion, to fight the militia. From the report that we are getting, there was disproportionate use of force. And that's why we are getting reports of many people being killed. There are 200,000 people displaced.
Yes, my apologies. You know, I don't want to. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to ask you about what they are talking about at The Hague. Fatou Bensouda, the ICC prosecutor, says both sides could be committing war crimes when you talk of disproportionate use of force. So do you think that it could be true that both sides could be committing war crimes, both the Congolese military and Kamwina and Sapu?
There are serious crimes committed. We saw in February, you know, a video post on the internet showing some elements, security forces elements, which appeared to be government security forces, you know, killing people, some of the militias. But on the part of the militia too, they are fighting back, and in fighting back, they are also killing a lot of people. So serious crimes are being committed there.
Can I ask you if you think the situation in Kasai is a symptom of a broader problem in the country, and is it the responsibility of President Kabila? Do you blame President Kabila? Definitely,
it's a symptom of a broader thing. It's a symptom of the lack of, you know, the state authorities throughout the country, you know. And when you ask, you're asking if the government is to blame, Ms. Kabila is to blame, of course, as the head of state of a country, you are responsible for the security of your people. So they have certainly some responsibility here, but it's really the symptom of what is it's going on in the country since what was called the First African World War. Mm-hmm. It's really the fact that we didn't implement what was supposed to be done, security reform. We don't have well-trained security forces, and we don't have the central government who is doing what it's supposed to do in terms of having control over the entire territory of the Congo.
Angèle Makombo, thank you very much for joining us.